It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Temperatures starting out once again very warm across the Ozarks. We're in the mid 70s as we begin this Friday. And we are going to be seeing another day with temperatures in the low to mid 90s across the region. It is going to be a hot and humid weekend all across the Ozarks with low rain chances, but at least some rain chance in the forecast. So let's hope we get underneath one of those rain showers in the afternoon to help cool these temperatures down. I think that the rain chances, though, will be few and far between across the Ozarks. It is primarily just going to be a hot, sunny summer weekend in the Ozarks. That's kind of nice. So we're already talking about back to school time. Things are going to start being a little bit cooler as we look at the August forecast. So enjoy the July weather while it's here. We do have a chance for some isolated showers and thunderstorms in the forecast later this afternoon. We had some heavy rain on the radar last night, especially in our northwestern counties, northern portions of Missouri, where there's a frontal boundary draped across the region. Yeah, that's still there. And our friends up north are going to be seeing some more heavy rain in the forecast today. Another hot one with temperatures in the middle 90s, though, today. That's the big story for us here in the Ozarks. The storm chances that I have out there this afternoon, it's only about a 20% chance for some isolated activity. The weekend will mainly be hot and dry. That's going to be kind of the story here, day after day in the forecast with highs in the 90s, low temperatures likely falling back into the mid 70s each night. We are also going to see these above average numbers stick with us, not just through the weekend, but also into next week. I suspect that we're going to see some heat headlines reissued by the National Weather Service because heat index values will be near 105 today, tomorrow, and on Saturday. Low temperatures may only fall to the upper 70s tonight. It's a really warm start to the day. So if you have summer plans, heading to the pool, heading to the lake or area waterways, just make sure you're being extremely careful this weekend. It's sustained heat that we are dealing with and plenty of sunshine too. So find some shade, take some breaks, drink plenty of water. Around the country, it's not just us experiencing the high heat. We are going to see some heat headlines all across the country. There's going to be a wide portion of the region, including the East Coast now, in this extreme hot air dome. We also have heavy rain that's possible for much of the Gulf Coast over the next few days. That's going to make the weekend weather headlines also. It's relatively tranquil weather out west, except for those few areas expecting some fire weather threats. That's for portions of the Great Basin as well as Northern California, mainly due to some lightning storms expected to be impacting those regions. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question. And this is what I call the news of the weird. I've had several of these questions the last couple of days. I've got one more for you, and then we'll move on outside of the news of the weird. But here's the one from yesterday. In 2019, a man in Germany was fined for smuggling what unusual item into the country by hiding it in his pants? Do you think it was A, a live lobster, B, a python, C, a wheel of cheese, or D, a miniature pig? When I first read this question, I thought the answer would be C, a wheel of cheese, because I happen to know that cheese is one of the most stolen items, and it would make sense to try and bring some great cheese across country lines. But it is not a wheel of cheese. The answer is B, a python. And yes, that would be a live python. Very unusual. I just can't even get into the details on this one. But if you chose B, a python, you would be correct. Congratulations. Here's another one for you. In 2013, a British man was banned from a pub for attempting to pay his tab with what unusual item? Do you think he tried to pay with A, live chicken, B, a bag of potatoes, C, a homemade painting, or D, a jar of pickled eggs? You can let me know your guess. What do you think he attempted to pay his tab with? You can do that at aroundtheozarks.com. Want to say thanks for starting off your Friday with me here at Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. And thanks to our sponsors, too. Aren't they great? Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. I hope everyone has a fantastic Friday. Stay cool this weekend. Enjoy the heat. High temps in the mid 90s. Isolated storm chances, only about 20%. So just have the umbrella nearby. You don't need to drag it with you everywhere you go, but put it in the car in case you get caught in a little thunderstorm. I'll be back to chat with you first thing on Monday morning.